In this video, we're going to be writing the equation of a parabola. I'm going to write it in standard form. So we're going to do an example to kind of work through this and figure out like how exactly do we do this. So we're going to be given a point that's on the parabola and the vertex. So here we're told to write the standard form of the equation of the parabola whose vertex is at 1, 2, and that passes through the point 3, -6. Now, as a quick reminder about what standard form is, remember that our standard form is going to be y equals a times x minus h quantity squared plus k. So we need to have an x, a y, an a, an h, and a k, kind of to do it all. When we're finished, the y and the x will remain there, so we'll need to have values for a, h, and k. So let's go ahead and let's look at our equation and see what exactly it gives us. So right now it's giving us that the vertex is 1, 2. Now remember that our vertex happens to be made up of the points h, k. So here's our h and here's our k, right? And so that tells us that our 1 is going to be our h, and that our 2 is going to be our k. And it says it passes through the point 3, -6. Now this is just a point, so it's going to be our x and our y value. So here we'll have our x, and here we'll have our y. So we can go ahead, let's use a different color besides that color. Let's use the pink. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to plug in what we know. We have the y value, which is -6. We don't have an a value yet, although we do have an x value, which is 3, minus our h value, which we have it's 1. And then we're going to take that, we're going to square that, and then we're going to take our k value, which is a +2, so +2, and we're going to kind of work this out and see what we get here. All right, so we've got -6 equals a times 3 minus 1 is 2, and we're going to square that, +2. So -6 equals 4a plus 2. So we need to solve for a. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to subtract 2 from both sides, and then that's going to give us a -8 equals 4a. We'll divide both sides by 4, and that's going to tell us that a is worth -2. So now we can finish writing our equation, which is going to be y equals, remember we're writing our equation, and so we're going to keep the y and the x as a y and an x. And we're going to be replacing the a, the h, and the k values. So our a value is -2, so -2 times the quantity x minus our h, quantity squared, and then our k, which is +2. And we're done. So we now have our equation of our parabola written in standard form. So you plug in what you have and find what you're missing, and then just write the equation.